Yo, back at you with another video. Coming at you from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author Boss Life Secret. What's really going on out here? Like the video, share the video, all that good stuff, man. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? We out here, man. It's a nice sunny day. At least where I'm at, anyway. Shit. Hey, you gotta find you gotta make the you gotta make the best of your day, man. You might not like where you live at, you might not like the circumstances, but you gotta always find something positive. You know what I'm saying? I always do that. Always, it doesn't matter how things go. I might dislike certain aspects of the situation or wherever or how things turn out. But there's always something you can learn from regardless of what happens. You can't help what happens all the time, but you can control how you respond. You dig? I'm in the ATL. The ATL. No place like it, boy. Down here, you're gonna either roll or you're gonna get rolled on down there. You're gonna ball, you're gonna fall in the ATL. That's how it is here, man. There's no in between either. No in between. Don't let nobody fool you. You gonna roll or you gonna get rolled on. That's it. Another 2 months. If God willing, I'll be out of here. I'm going back to North Carolina. God willing, I'll be out of here. Another month. Come to think about it, because it's the 29th now. I plan on being back no later than October. 10 years here. It's time to go. It's time to go, man. I met some cool people. You from Cary? Okay. Yeah, I've been up there. I used to know a girl. I used to know a woman that stayed. Well, I think she still stay up there. She's an older woman. She live up there where you at. Shit. Hey man, at the time, check this out. She had what? She had 5 kids. Of course, I never seen the kids, but I used to go to Raleigh every once in a while, and she always told me, "Hey, next time you come up here, give me a call in advance. Maybe we can meet up." So what used to happen is I used to full of older people. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, she was about at the time I was 30, 32, and she was in her 40s at the time. So what used to happen, my buddy used to he used to be involved in a play years ago that they used to. So when they used to do a tour, they used to always stop uh through Raleigh. So that's like the only reason I had to come up there, basically. So every time I used to call her, and she used to sneak outside. She used to always sneak outside. she used to get the hotel room, and I knock her down. That's a real story, true story. This happened about probably twice, 2 times. Knock her down those 2 times. But she used to call me every once in a while. She was a nice lady. She was a nice woman, man. But she just had too many damn kids for me to take serious. And plus she was older than me. You know, I think she ended up telling me that she was with some older guy. Yeah, and she had 5 kids, you know. And this guy was not the baby daddy either. He was just an older guy, I guess a sugar daddy or whatever, you know. Yeah, there's sugar daddy she had, man. Yeah, I mean, she had it. She wasn't a bad woman, but she had a lot of issues too, bro. You know, she had you know, psychological problems. She had a problem with her body and all kind of. I'm like, damn, you got issues, you know, and that kind of messed with her mindset. And I kind of picked up on that. I left her alone after a while. It was just too much. I didn't feel like dealing with none of that shit. I had my own problems. I don't even want to hear all that shit. Man, what you gonna do about it? That's why what you gonna do about your problems? Do something about it. Don't keep talking about it. And if you ain't gonna do nothing about it, that's how I always look at it. You know. Which brings me to my topic of this video. Nobody really wants to hear what we have to say when we have problems. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really wants to hear what we have. No one wants to hear our problems, the shit we go through. Nobody, not even your mama, not even your sisters, not even your brothers, not even your boss at work, not even your wife. No one really wants to. You ever notice that shit? Everyone else gets to say what's on their minds, gets to give their opinions. But as soon as you raise your hand and say what you want to say, they be like, hey, let me talk to you. If you don't believe it, go to your job. Or the next time you go to your job, next time you're at work, y'all have a meeting in a conference room. Say, hey, anybody got any questions? Raise your hand, right? And give your opinion on something and see what happens after the meeting. Your boss, your supervisor is gonna be, hey, let me talk to you for a second. He go, hey, yeah, that wasn't a good idea for you to say that in there, right? You know, it'll be something like that, you know, because they don't want to hear your opinions. No one wants to hear anything you have to say. That's the truth. We're basically being tolerated, bro, in this society. It is what it is. Lots of broke single women here. Oh, for real? Yeah, that's why I always say go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. And this doesn't have to be, it could be a different town, different city, different state, different country, or different part of the city. Go around people that celebrate you, not tolerate you. This is why I always say most guys, they're around women that ain't really feeling them like that. They're spending most of their time around women that ain't really feeling them like that. I always say go around the women that's feeling you. We spend most of our lives around people that ain't really feeling us like that. You know, that's a mistake. We know who ain't feeling us and who ain't and who is. We know who feeling us. You know how you know who feeling you? Because it don't happen that often. It's going to be obvious. It's going to be obvious. This woman's feeling me. God damn. She can't keep her eyes off me. She's all in my space. She's all like close up to me, like she about to kiss me or some shit. It's gonna be obvious that it's obvious she feeling you. But that doesn't happen all the time. For most guys. I mean, if a woman's all up in your space, all up in your face, you don't have to ask if she likes you. It is what it is. But that doesn't happen in America that often because in America, you have this social hierarchy where people are given certain positions based on who's in power, nationality, and we know how this shit work. We know how that shit work. In this society, they say, hey, in order to be a man, you got to be doing something. You got to be accomplished. You got to work a job. You got to have income coming in. Huh? What type of craziness is this? That's how it is over here. Oh, shit. Hey, hold on for a second. Yeah, that's how it is. Now, check this out. Now, guys, these guys that come over here from these other countries, they're not prepared for this. This is why a lot of these guys, when they come over here, they don't do that well. And a lot of them end up going back where they came from. We know how this shit works over here. And check this out. The same woman that tell you have to earn her respect in order for her to trust you, she go to that job and kiss ass 5 days a week. She go to that job and kiss that white guy's ass and kiss that white woman's ass. And she can't give you the benefit of the doubt when she comes home to you. Even though you've proven yourself time and time again. But that still ain't enough. That still ain't enough. You've been with her 5, 10, 15 years. And it still ain't enough. And that's the same mentality her boss got at work. Because you're not being appreciated by the people at work and by her. Now, of course, some guys are being treated well. I understand that, but that ain't the majority. That ain't the majority. In order to get treated the way you want in this society, you gotta be that dude. You gotta be that nigga. Every guy ain't like that. Every guy just ain't like that. Ain't gonna be like that. But you got double standards, you got favoritism, you got some women, they treat almost every guy they come in contact with or have a relationship differently based on nationality, race, money, you know, status. And you go other places or you go to other environments, just being a man first, the woman gives you the benefit of the doubt. You don't have to prove that you're a man when you come through the door. She gives you the benefit of the doubt. Now, it's your job to keep it that way. It's your job to keep it that way. What's worse, and this happened to me when they ask you, does anyone have any questions? And you raise your hand, they act like they don't see it and ignore and embarrass you in front of everyone. Oh, yeah. We're invisible. Most of us are invisible in this country. In most environments, we're invisible. We're invisible at work. We're invisible on the street. We're invisible online. Most of us are invisible. Oh, they'll sneak around with you now. They'll sneak around with you. They'll get a hotel room with you and smash. Or they'll meet up with you in the dark. Oh, yeah, that happens all the time. They'll talk to you when ain't nobody around because they don't want certain people to even don't know that you know them. They don't want certain people to even be seen talking with you. We know this happens all the time. We know how a lot of these women feel. See, we're at the bottom of the totem pole in this society, man. It is what it is. Yeah, some of us got money, we got status. You know, we're a well-known person in our town. We got options. Yeah, we got all that, but we're still at the bottom as a group on the totem pole. So what? That's good you got money. That's good you got status. That's good you got clout. That's good you can travel and do places and help your family out and give your boys jobs and have partnerships with your buddies. That's good. But we're still at the bottom of the totem pole. And you are alone out here. We have no friends. We have no friends out here. Yeah, you got a handful of buddies. Yeah, I know. That's all you got, too. I hate to break it to you if you haven't realized that yet. Nobody's jumping up and down, clapping their hands for you. It could happen, but don't look for it. You probably won't have a bunch of support. When you start that new project, something you always wanted to do, you probably won't have people telling you can do it. I got your back. We'll support you 100%. I'll call my buddy up. He can plug you in. That's probably not going to happen, buddy. Shit. Shit. Most of your family and the people you around and the people that you hang around, people that you spend most of your time around, they ain't worth a nickel. They're not doing what they supposed to be doing. They just see, here's the deal. Secretly, they don't want you to do better than them. That's why most people don't support most people here in America. Now, when you go somewhere else, this is when you're going to figure out that, hey, man, this is fucked up. We ain't getting treated like we're supposed to. Come on, man. This happens. This is what's going to happen when you go somewhere else. When you start traveling around, just like I did, traveling around the world, you be like, wait a minute. I've been living 40 years of my life, and I ain't never got treated like this in America. I gotta have all this damn game and shit. Now, you do have to have game anywhere you go. Don't get it twisted. There's certain things you have to know, regardless of where you go. Don't let these guys fool you and tell you that crap about, oh, man, you don't got to know all that stuff, man. Just get on the plane and go over there like a big dummy. If you get on a plane and travel like a big dummy, you're going to get taken advantage of. I don't care where you go at. Everywhere I go, I got to have game. I don't know about you. A lot of people are saying that crazy nonsense. So I'll just go get on the plane and go out there in the blind. No, I'm not doing that. That's suicide. Wear punching bags for way she's treated at work and for the way she has to lick shoes and boots all day. Yup. Your woman, your wife, your girlfriend, she be kissing ass at work, bro. I wish you had a camera that could follow around, that could automatically follow her around. A hidden camera. You see, she's kissing ass. I'm talking on a level where you won't believe it. She's on her P's and Q's at work, man. You be like, what? She come home, man. She don't want to do nothing. Even if she was off that day, she still don't want to do nothing. It's still a struggle. Everything's a struggle. Everything like, okay, just give me a couple minutes. But at work, oh, she'd jump up and down with all that energy. Well, good morning. I'm like, oh, shit. It's 6:30. It's too early for this shit. She got all that energy. Well, how are you? I'm like, oh, God damn. She's all in, and she's a little too giggly, too, at work. A little too giggly. He'd be like, oh, okay, you one of them types. I got you. You know, she's the first to say good morning when when you first walk in. Well, how are you today? How was your weekend? You know, like, have a nice weekend. Shut up. You ain't doing shit the weekend. Knock it off. He said, I am a loner. Yeah, I'm a loner too. All the brothers I know started out acting like good friends, but ended up being perps. You also cannot let other people know all that you have or your plans because they will try to sabotage you. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. If you're trying to do something, don't say anything until it's over, until you've done it already. Because if you tell everybody what you're trying to do, they'll try to sabotage it. I've had that happen to me quite a few times. Now, you would think if you told the people around you now what you were trying to do, you would think that they would be like, "Oh, I can help you with that." No, they ain't trying. They're not even thinking like that. They that hater chip kicks in, and they start thinking like, "What you think you? Who you think you are? Where you think you? Where you going? You think you better than us?" That hater chip kicks in, boy. I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then some of them be like, I don't know nobody. I can't help you. I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't say anything about you helping me. God damn. You know, like where did that come from? They'll start saying stuff like, well, at least things is going right for some people. Like, whoa, where is this coming from? All of a sudden. It was cool just a week ago. Like Jay-Z said, it was cool just a week ago. So yeah, you gotta let keep some shit to yourself. You know, it is. I've made that mistake quite a few times. And you gotta be careful with the people that's close to you too, because you might tell them something. Um, if you're like vulnerable, something maybe somebody died, and you might confide into this person, and later on they might use that against you. Yeah, there's people out here that's like that. There's people out here that are scumbags like that. They'll take what you said when you were vulnerable. Maybe you were going through something, and they'll use it against you later on. You're like, you scumbag bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's happened probably 2 or 3 times to me. Where, I was going through something. I think my dad died. And both of my parents died at a 2 year time difference. Because sometimes, man, you just need somebody to talk to. And that's another thing. I talk to people talk to me all the time about stuff that they got going on, right? But I have a hard time talking to other people when I have something going on. So, because most people I know haven't had the same experiences as me. They haven't, they just haven't. They're not qualified for me to talk to them. So, and this was back a couple years ago. That's changed now. So what I've done, I started talking to the people that I used to know 20 years ago. Because the people I used to know 20 years ago, they can relate to what I'm saying. Because I knew them back then and we had some of the similar or same experience. So when I talk to them, we have an instant connection. We have shit in common, right? And most of these people I was in the Navy with, at some point. But the majority of people I know, they really ain't done that much. I mean, if I start talking to them, they don't know what to say. They're like, I ain't never done that before. I don't know. They start acting all goofy and silly. So it'd be that type deal, And a lot of times, some people have low self-esteem, low self-image of themselves. So, which is part of the reason why if you come to them and say, hey, I got something we can do together to make more money, take care of our families, have more time to live life, they'll say no, can't do it, won't do it, the wife won't let me do it, etc. They have low self-esteem, low self-image of themselves. That's all that is. I always say this: you will never outgrow your self-image of yourself. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Never. If you don't believe you can do it, if you don't see yourself doing it, it ain't happening. That's how that is. So hey, any questions, man? I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Join the conversation. Yeah, I'm putting the link in the chat. Yeah, like the video, share the video, all that good stuff, man. Let's see. Yeah, man. It's like we don't have no friends out here, man. All we have is associates and a handful of people that's close to us. If that. Some of us don't have that. Some of us think we have friends, but we really don't. Until some shit happens, until some shit goes down, and you figure out that, hey, these people, they weren't really my friends all these years. No, they weren't friends with you all them years. They were just around you because you got it popping. You got it going on. You doing some shit. You going somewhere. But everybody can't go, would you? Keep that in mind. There's some people you're going to have to leave behind. What up, Marcus? Go where you are treated best. Yup. That's my philosophy. Because think about it. It really makes sense if you really think about it. Because if you go somewhere, let me rephrase that. If you spend most of your time in an environment where you're tolerated, it's going to be a lot of pushback. It's going to be a lot of tension. It's going to get stressful. And you're going to waste your life, your time. You can't get that time back. It's just like working a job that you hate. You spend 10, 20 years working at that job you hate. And you can't get that time back. That time is gone. It's gone. The time's gone, man. Yeah, you might get the money, but the time is gone, man. And most of your time is going to be spent at work for most people. So why not create your own economy, create your own destiny, create your own way of living? If you're going to put all that time working for these big corporations, why not take some of that money that you make and invest elsewhere? Invest in yourself so you can work your way out of that job. Work your way. Look, nothing is going to get better until you get better. Nothing is going to get better until you get better. I don't care where you go at. I don't care where you live at. Nothing is going to get better until you get better. You are the common denominator at the end of the day. This woman asked me to loan her $1,000, and I didn't even know her for 3 months. Yeah, it'd be like that. I never had nobody ask me for 1,000 after 3 months, but they asked me for like a couple $100. Yeah, I got that before, and I was like, "Yo, I just met you a month ago, yo. I'm trying to figure out why should I give you the money." I said, "God damn, I barely know you." I'm like, I don't know. That happened to me before. It's crazy. It's wild. I agree. I once tried to give advice to one of my close friends so they have an opportunity to make money or just options, and they didn't really want the advice and they didn't really care. Yeah, it happens all the time, man. All the time, bro. Some people just hate on you because you are working hard, 2 jobs and all, for no reason really. I can't hang and chill with folks too much anymore. I try to come up and better myself. Yeah, see, if you're trying to better yourself, some people gonna be like, "Oh, you think you better than me now? You think you better than us now? You doing things? Oh, I see you. Go ahead with your bad self." Let's stop talking that shit. I'm like, yo, I tried to put you on. We can go at this shit together. They ain't feeling that shit. What it really is, they're not feeling themselves. That's what it boils down to. When they go to that job, they kissing ass. And always keep in mind that most people will do more for somebody else than themselves. Why? Because they have low self image of themselves. This is why a lot of people won't lose weight. This is why they gain the weight in the beginning. Because they don't see themselves of higher self-image. Otherwise, they would have never gained the weight. And this is why they have a hard time losing the weight, because they don't care enough to lose the weight. This is why people don't stop smoking when they know they shouldn't be smoking, because they don't care enough to stop smoking. Self-sabotage at its fullest. I talked about this in my book, Love Can't Wait. And Boss Life Secrets. Go cop that. Amazon.com. Most people don't see themselves as a person of high value, high self-worth. Most people don't. Most people don't come from a place where people are cheering them on, telling them how great they are. Most people don't set themselves up to win. Most people don't even produce very much of anything because they don't have the support system behind them. And see, in this society, they kind of brainwash you to believe in that, hey, people like you shouldn't do certain things because you're not white. They brainwash you to believe this crap, all the trash. This is why when you go to some place like Brazil, Colombia, Japan, where else? Mexico, Zimbabwe, Zanzibar, even South Africa, Johannesburg, places like, when you go to those other places, the women are treating you different because that's how they treat their men over there. They have a lot of these, not all, but a lot of these cultures are strong. They have strong cultures. In America, there's no culture over here. This is the Wild Wild West. Shit. Now, some of these people have a code of conduct over here, but there's no culture over here. You have little small. Now, people come over here from other places. Yeah, they got their own culture. But even their culture is weak. You know why? Because when they come over here, a lot of these people get turned out and they crash and burn. Mamacita. It's okay to hit women. Oh, you trolling now. Let me get you up out of here, buddy. Yeah, get you up out of here. We got you got to have the trolls, man. My dad told me, if you don't got no trolls, you ain't doing enough. My dad told me that, man. He was right, too. I lent money put to a girl a few times, but it was after I'd known her for a hot minute. Not a crazy amount, but just to help her out to get by. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, Marcus. But shit, hey, don't come to me after a month and act like I'm obligated to give you some money just because we smash. But don't come to me after 2 weeks. Just because you put out, that means I'm supposed to put out. No. I had quite a few women try to do that. It's because we smashed last night. 2 days later, she's like, hey, I need some help. What? I met you 2 weeks ago. What? I can't help you. See, I ain't obligated to do nothing. What's your problem? In North America, most women don't care about struggles. They wait at the finish line and pick the winners. Yeah. Yeah, there's some truth to that. But check this out. It doesn't really matter what she think, because this is my philosophy. My life, my game, my show. So if you want to come over here and fuck with me, this is how it's going to go. Yeah, I don't care what she thought before she got it over here. But she's going to find out real quick. This is how shit goes down over here. And if she don't like it, she can leave. That's how that is. My life, my game, my show. I'm not playing her game. That's a loser's game. And if you don't believe it's a loser's game that women are playing, look at society today. Look at the relationships between men and women today. It's a loser's game because guys have bought into the idea that, hey, I'm going to go with the flow. Go with the flow? What? That's a recipe for a disaster. If you want your relationships to get better, you're going to have to get better. You're going to have to lead. You're going to have to upgrade your leadership skills at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. Man, my internet is acting a little funky over here, man. Can you still hear me? Type one. Type one in the chat box if you can still hear me. My internet is acting a little funny over here. Type one in the chat box if you can hear me. Still hear me. My internet is acting a little funky over here, man. Yeah, I start talking that talk. They'll be like, all right, hold up. I start talking that talk. They'll be like, hey, wait a minute. Talking a little too much over there. Oh, okay, you can hear me. All right. Yeah, smash the like button. Smash the like button. LPS, and by the way, check out the Love Can't Wait podcast on iTunes, Google, Shopify, Anchor, Amazon, or just Google it. Google the Love Can't Wait podcast, man. Check me out over there, man. I've got 83 episodes. 83 episodes, man. I'm bringing on guests. I'm bringing on more guests within the next couple of weeks. I figure people get tired of hearing me talk all the time. So now I'm going to start bringing on guests on the podcast now. I think it's going to be dope, I bring on some of my buddies. I bring on some people that that I got referred to over the past month or two, So yeah, check me out over there, man. Love Can't Wait podcast. So yeah, man, we had no friends, man. This is why I always say, man, get your passport, bro. Get your passport. And at this point, everything is on the table. There's no, I don't want to. It shouldn't be, I don't want to do this. I don't want a family overseas. I don't want kids overseas. Everything is on the table, bro. It shouldn't be, well, I don't know this. No, we have no friends. We have, the world is yours. You got to go take it. You got to go get it. That's what it is. It ain't popping over here for most of us. You know, that's just reality. Most guys are struggling out here, and in every way. You know, think about this for a second. Even the guys, I know a bunch of good dudes out here. Even the guys that are heavy hitters out here, they have a hard time. They have a hard time with women, bro. So think about the guys that ain't heavy hitters. Think about the average black male that's 25, that's 22. Come on, man. And you shouldn't be struggling with women. That ain't normal, man. That ain't supposed to happen. Shouldn't be that way, bro. It shouldn't be no homeless people in America. But you know why there's homeless people in America? Because that's big business. I'm 58 and ready to travel to other countries. Yeah. Go to the Philippines. Go to Thailand. Well, no, not Thailand. God damn, Thailand is wide open, bro. Thailand is wide open, bro. God damn. You go to Thailand if you want to party. I'll say that. It's like Las Vegas. Damn. Go to the Philippines. Go to Australia. Go to Brazil. Go to Colombia. Travel to these places, man. You only got one life to live, bro. And you don't get a second chance. Don't worry about what no damn woman says, including your mama. Your mama ain't gonna be like, well, you better get out there and travel. Hell no. No. That's probably not gonna happen. Hold on for a sec. Oh. All we got is us, yo. All we got is us. This is why I wrote 3 damn books. Because all we got is us. The books that I wrote are the books that I wish I had 30 years ago. The stuff that I talk about in video or podcast, this is the stuff that I wish somebody would have told me this 30 years ago. But nobody was around. I had to go through shit, trial and error and all this nonsense. And nobody wants to tell you anything. You got to pay people to tell you some shit. This is back in the day. This is 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And everybody's lying to you, telling you about how to do any and everything. But most of the time, it's a lie. You can't even get a job without being lied to. The whole interview process is a lie. Getting the job is a lie. Buying a car is a lie. Getting a house is a lie. Everything you've been told is a lie. It's all lies. Getting a woman is a lie. All of it is a bunch of lies. If you go and ask the average common man and woman today, and please don't ask women how to attract women. Oh, it's the whole thing gonna be lies. God. Asking a woman how to get women is like, I can't even put this shit in words. The system is set up in a way where black men and black women are at odds. This is deliberate. It's set up for us to fail. It's set up for us to fail. The faster you learn this, the better off you be. Almost everything you've been taught in school is a lie. By the time you learn this, you're 40 plus years old. Now, if you get lucky, like some people do, they learn in the 20s that, okay, so now they don't have to waste their time spinning their wheels for the next 15, 20 years, learning the hard way. If they get lucky, they'll meet somebody like me, and I'll tell them that, yo, you got to stop doing that bullshit. That don't work. You're not going to get nowhere. Time goes by fast. Another 15, 20 years go by, and you be like, damn, I ain't made no progress. Yeah. That's why they say the game is to be sold, not told. And nothing is what it seems to be. Never. Almost never. Almost nothing is what it seems. Even these celebrities are not what they seem to be once you meet them in person. The Invisible Man, the book. Yeah, I got that book. You know what? I was the Invisible Man growing up. I was the Invisible Man growing up. I used to work in this country club, and white folks used to talk openly around me about any and everything. I was that man. Well, I was 17 years old. I was a boy, a young kid at the time. I was the Invisible Man. I can relate to what was written in that book, because I've had that same or similar experience. And see, I grew up and I met millionaires while I was a teenager. I met white millionaires and black millionaires. And here's the difference. Both of them took a completely different path to get rich. Completely different path to get rich. The black dude moved differently than the white dude. So it's a different game out here, man. That's why you got to have game. And you got to have street smarts. Everybody ain't playing fair out here. Don't be naive and gullible. Everybody ain't playing fair. Everybody ain't doing the right thing. Whatever the hell that means, doing the right thing. What the hell that means? So anybody that tells you don't got to have game, they crazy. A lot of these guys online tell you that they get all the views though. They get all the views. They tell you exactly what you want to hear so you can keep coming back. Right? Now I don't get them views and I don't give a damn. They get all the views and start saying anything. And people start believing in that nonsense. And they'll run into somebody like me and be like, oh man, the shit you be talking about, yo, that shit worked first time. The shit that they be saying over there, none of that shit work. Because the shit they talk about is the same shit they talk about on television, on the talk shows. I talk about real life experiences. Real life experiences. I've been to all these countries these guys talk about. Damn near all of them. At least once. I've traveled the world. I've been to all these damn places. I've been to Australia, Korea, Japan, Guam, Hawaii, Mexico, Guatemala, Australia, Dubai. I've been to all these places they talk about. I've been to these places more than once. I've been to Thailand. I've been to Laos. I've been to all these places they talk about. I just don't brag about it. I don't talk about it. Nobody cares what I've done. What people care about is, can I help them with their problems? That's what people care about. I've been all in places. I still travel. I still know people. Well, I haven't traveled much since this pandemic. Hey, man, you got a lot of restrictions out here, man. I'm waiting it out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and check this out. I don't need no receipts. I don't need no receipts because if I was phony, you would have known already. Because it's people that follow me that know me personally on here on this channel, and we known each other for 20 years, and they would have called me out already if I was a phony. You would have known already, and you can check my background online. It's easy to get information on people today. It's easy to get information on people today. So if I was a phony, you would know it all. You would have known it 6 years ago. I've been online for over 10 years now. You would have known if I was a phony. I've seen people come and go since I've been doing this. This ain't the first channel I ever had. Yeah, I don't put everything out there because I come from a time where you don't put everything out there. You don't put all your business out there. You put as much as you want people to know. I move differently. I don't show my whole hand. Only a fool would show their whole hand. See, that's something your dad supposed to put you on game with. But a lot of these dudes, their dad even wasn't around or the dad didn't do shit. So hey man, that's pretty much all I got to say. You know, I've been on here a little over an hour now. All to maintain so-called white supremacy. Yeah. Black people, you have no friends. John Hendrick. Yep, that's true. Always crashing, testing the system. We said it, kind of global purge, economical, demographical, etc. Yeah, it's definitely some things are definitely changing for sure. You know, it's gonna be interesting to see where things go, you know. But it's definitely a global reset for sure. You know, seems like all the first world countries are trying to get on the same page, and the ones that don't want to get on the same page, they usually find a way. The, the president or the prime minister usually end up dead in some type of way. That's usually, by my observation, that's usually what happens. All of a sudden, somebody dies. All of a sudden, you know. So hey, like, share the video, check out the podcast. Like I said, if you like what you heard, man, hit the Cash App on your way out, man. And until next time, I'm out. Peace. Relationships.com off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. If your woman doesn't submit to you, she ain't your woman. Now, I know this is going to rub a lot of people the wrong way, but if your woman is not submissive to you, I don't give a damn what nationality she is. I don't care if you live together. I don't give a damn if you're black, you're white. I don't give a damn if y'all the same nationality. I don't give a damn where you live at in the world. If your woman is not submissive to you, she ain't your woman. She belongs to the streets. She belongs to her job. She belongs to the pastor at that church she attends on every Sunday. She belongs to her friends that influence her to do dumb shit. She belongs to somebody else, but she doesn't belong to you. And I know this is hard, a harsh truth, and it's something that I had to face about 15 years ago. And it's one of the biggest problems that I had, because I used to think that you had to pander and negotiate and talk women into shit, but all that's bullshit. It really is. And a lot of women will try to run game on guys, because a lot of women want guys to protect them in some type of way. If that door fly open, or if some type of danger is coming towards her, first thing she does is look at the guy that's sitting next to her. So she wants protection, but at the same time, she doesn't want to take instructions from a man. She can't stand a guy telling her what to do. So you can't have it both ways. You know what I mean? Shit, there's some countries like Saudi Arabia and Dubai where women have to submit by law, because those guys are in power. They run shit over there. So, but living here in America, women, they pretty much do submit as they will. They just do what they feel like it. And that's the problem of living in the United States of America. Because women, if a woman does submit to you here, you don't know how long it's going to last. It could be 5 years, 10 years. But it works out well for us fellas, because if she gets out of pocket or does something that's unforgettable, you can get you another bitch. So it's all good. And by that time, in most cases, by the time she stops submitting to you, she's already up in age anyway. She's probably old. She's probably overweight. She probably doesn't look as attractive as she used to be. So sometimes it works out pretty well for some guys that I know. And I've lost friends because of like a lot of women, because they let their wives get up in their ears and tell them shit. And see, here's the deal. A woman should never have the authority to tell a guy what to do. A woman should never wear the pants in the relationship. You know, once a woman once women lead guys around, that's the beginning and the end of society as it is. You know, because women aren't supposed to play that position. They're out of line. You know, guys are born to lead. It's guys that's on the front lines. There's no women on no front lines, last I checked. But at the same time, women say, oh, I believe in equality and all that shit. Women can do just as better things as men. That's bullshit. Everyone has their position, and they supposed to play their position. But they want to go against nature. And a lot of women, they just want to get treated better than white guys in American society. They just want to take over the whole goddamn thing. They want to dominate guys. That's what that's really all about. It's really all about power. It's not about rights at all. It's not about public policy at all. That's just a game that a lot of women try to play. But there's always exceptions to the rule. Socially, if you're with a woman and if she doesn't submit to you, she ain't your woman. She belongs to the streets. And that's just how that shit is. She doesn't belong to you. Because if she belonged to you, you wouldn't have to beg for sex or negotiate for sex. You wouldn't have to talk her into doing anything. It just is what it is. I mean, right now, if I go to North Carolina and call up women that I've been knowing for years and say, hey, I'm in town, you know, where you at? I want to see you. They'll make time for me. They won't say, hey, I'm tired, or I don't know if I'll be able to make it. No, they'll make time. There's no such thing as I don't got time. That's bullshit. It really is. It took me a long time to figure this out. And I learned a lot by hanging around a lot of athletes and entertainers when I was in my 20s. And I learned a valuable lesson. They didn't have to negotiate for sex. Can you imagine Michael Jackson, Prince, a lot of these entertainers, they never had to ask for sex. Michael Jackson never had to ask for sex. You think about this for a second. He never had to ask for the pussy. I mean, could you imagine somebody like Prince? He never had to ask for the pussy. Man. So it's who you are more than anything else. So who you are is much more powerful than the doing. That's what I learned over the past 20 years. So if you like what you heard, subscribe to my channel. And if you want to join my Players Club, you get my latest paperback book absolutely free by clicking the link below this video. So if you got questions, I got answers. Until next time, Sharp Gamers out. Peace.
Why are you running?